Good day, everyone. This is Ron Blair with Forexsson, and I want to take a few minutes and just review over the markets and some opportunities that we are seeing develop. First of all, we'll cover the trade that we called out for today, which was a Aussie dollar long position that we put on our book. We went long at 76.29, which was right here on a little bit of a breakout of this top that we had. And you see prices stayed here for a couple hours, and then we saw prices continue to move higher, reaching a high of 76.85. Now we went ahead and covered our position for profit. I expect a bit of a pullback, and then we're going to try to reset that trade going into tomorrow. There's a lot of things happening right now that are supporting rising Aussie dollar against the U.S. dollar, primarily that. We'll go over that here in just a minute, but I'm going to look for prices to come down here and possibly stabilize somewhere in this 76.50 area. Should see some stabilization in this zone. Certainly nothing back below 76.35, and then we'll look for a further price rise to follow and possibly get in on that next run back to the upside. Possibly and more likely, though, we're going to see a pretty good move in this pair in the next few days. I'm looking for a broader outlook that's going to send prices up to the monthly 200 SMA. That comes in at 78.91, and that would correspond quite well with a rising gold prices, which I expect we're going to see here in the next few weeks also. So again, this is a commodity currency that often mimics the flows in spot gold, as Canadian currency mimics the flows in oil. So we're looking for gold to move higher, and that would complement a rise in the Australian currency against the U.S. dollar. Again, we expect that we will get this on our book again for a bit more broader move. Looking at spot gold, currently trading at 1262. If we have the multi-month decline that we saw in spot gold, again, that decline that we witnessed, we called that here back in 2014. And right now you can see as to that decline in spot gold, we're above the 38.2. And I need to see an open and close above the 38.2. So we're going to go ahead and see that here back in a couple, 2-3 months ago, we did witness that occur. So essentially it's captured right now by a 1200, 1400 range. And any breakout of that range will witness further price rise or fall. So we're within a channel of which prices are consolidating. You can see we spent several months over here in that channel, and right now with some of the other, we have positive oscillator readings, and a breakout point obviously would be anything above this high we saw here a few weeks ago. That would put us long somewhere around that 1375 level. If we look at this pullback that we have witnessed in spot gold prices, it's critical that it holds the 50% level of that rise, and as you can see from this chart right here, it's even doing a bit better than that. It picked up some bids right here at this 38.2, and that tells us that sentiment is particularly strong. If that can close bid here by the end of October, I expect that come November this is going to open up positive, and we'll see prices rise in November on the likely to occur the very first few days of the month. So that, coupled with the Aussie dollar, we expect that this will give us an opportunity to either establish positions in Aussie dollar or even in possibly spot gold in the weeks ahead. So we'll keep an eye on that, again, going into the close of the month. We have the European Central Bank, which will be making an announcement on Thursday. You can see euro dollar is still consolidating its multi-month consolidation pattern. We're seeing a little bit more downside unfold here in recent sessions. We have a bit of a swing low over here of that 1.0911, and we have tested into that 900 level, and any break of that level would see some continued downside. Overall, downside risk still very evident in the currency. If we look at this most recent corrective rise, we'll call it from that 1050 area up to the high that we saw that followed at 1615. We're below the 50% level of that, and you can see prices are still moving somewhat lower today. Anything, if we see kind of open and close below this 61.8, which is 1038, then that's going to complement further decline. That's going to take us down to around this 1.07. So look for a open and close below 1.093 to support further price decline towards 1.077. Again, I'm looking for a daily open below this level and a lower close, much as what we saw over here a few days ago. An open and close below this 1067 level, I said, would complement a decline to around 938, and that has unfolded. So again, going into the end of the month, we're going to look for Aussie dollar to move higher, spot gold to move higher, likely to continue into the month of November. And for right now, euro dollar continues to be somewhat range bound, but showing evidence of maybe a bit more downside. That's going to be mixed for the U.S. dollar. Again, looking for some dollar weakness against gold, dollar weakness against the Aussie. That could limit some of the downside risk in the euro if we see some continued dollar weakness out there. But overall, euro still has a high probability of seeing some continued weakness in the market against several pairs. Pound dollar, look at this move we had over here. This was, again, the we had some moves here the other day. We had the Brit exit, and then we also had some comments from out of UK that the Brit exit would be complete by the end of April, and that did witness some further weakness in the currency. We're seeing some consolidation. But if we look at this move that we saw here from just a few days ago, prices have stabilized quite a bit. But if we just take this high that we saw post that move, hang on just a second here. So we hit that low. This was our high point. We're back above the 23.6 of this rise. And so we want to watch these levels. It's 23.6. If we see daily prices open and close above that, that might give us a bit more upside. Anything back below this 1.18 is going to give us some downside. So this right here is also showing a little bit of early evidence of continued rise in the currency. So Aussie dollar strengthening against the U.S. dollar, spot gold showing some strength against the U.S. dollar, pound dollar showing a little bit of early potential sustained strength against U.S. dollar. All could, again, see some dollar weakness going into the next 2 months, 3 months of the remaining year. Other than that, we will return for another update later in the week, and then again on as we begin the month of November, we'll expect to continue to see some opportunities. Primarily, we'll look for the commodity currencies to provide our better opportunities. We'll call that our session and hope to see you back here again at the end of the week for another update. Have a good day.